a lot of times when we see that plays are coming, brothers and sisters assume that this is about to be another, brothers.
Mama.
Let's use brothers. Brothers assume this is about to be another finger wagging at them.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. Brothers assume that with the quickness, like, man, I don't feel like hearing nobody tell me how wrong I am.
Correct.
So explain where POOLED fits in the sort of spectrum of telling people about their self versus self discovery.
Yes. So one, I think that's the best question I've ever been asked, Joe. We all have a need at the pool. So are we exposing things that all of us do? Absolutely. But is this a Black man, you are solely the reason for the breakdown? No. I think that what my brothers will be able to see are instances where we get a chance to humanize ourselves, the little boys in us, and what that, there's a character who's going through divorce that says, how can people talk about my manhood when they didn't see my boyhood? How can they talk about the things in my marriage when they weren't there when I found her? Like literally, we too get a chance to breathe. And it is my hope, this is our 4th year. The play came out in 2018.
Okay.
It is my hope that everyone sees a glimmer. What's been said, people see a glimmer of themselves on that stage. And my favorite quote, Joe, came from a woman who came to the world premiere. Okay. And she said, what for colored girls is for Black women, POOLED is for the Black family. And so, no, there is none of this male bashing. It literally is, hey, this is happening, but God is greater than your trauma. And don't you dare say it's too late for him to step in and to reweave that pain. But that's the best question I've ever been asked, man.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you very much. On the backside of that, a lot of us assume that that these plays are a condemnation of us who might not go to church as often as we should, who may not show up at church and might not know the story of the pool of Bethesda as well as we should. And so relieve the brothers and sisters, please.
So let me relieve you. One thing, I don't have a degree in Christian writing. Okay. My degree from Syracuse University is in television, radio, and film writing. And one of the reasons why I prefer doing it in a theater versus in a church setting, one, I didn't write a church play. I write good plays. Two, this play is based on, the pool of Bethesda in the Bible, but I have contemporized it so that, and it has great gospel music, but I've contemporized it. So this is not about your church relationship. This is not about even your deity relationship. It is you knowing that whatever your trauma, whatever your brokenness, there is a place for healing.
Got you. All right, because we need to get that out and let them.
We do. Yeah,
I like the word.
And I actually think that I actually think that that's one of the joys of being a playwright. There are some people who will never go into a church because they feel marginalized and judged. And then here I get a chance to say, hey, come to this sanctuary play, the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts, and let us get the same power that's in those four walls. You will get them in this play. And you'll be like, wow, and I was accepted. And wow, no one said anything about this. And wow. Yeah. So.
Got you. Now, you said this does include some great gospel music. Now, I don't care if you go to church or not. That music always hits you, always busts right in your head. And I've seen people saved because of a song. I've seen souls changed because of the right song. Tell us a little bit about the music in this play.
So I've come sort of heavy with a heavy artillery, if I'm being honest with you. I have some of the best singers that I've ever heard, well-known, world-renowned. And I just have great flat-footed singers who are also great storytellers.
What is
and so you're going to get
what does a flat-footed singer mean?
Flat-footed singer means that there are some moments that we don't even have music. Like how the play starts, now scene 2, we don't even have music behind it. It is getting up in the morning and hearing that grandmother in the kitchen singing her hymns. There's no smoke, there's no lights, there's no special effects. It's just her stirring those greens or whatever she's doing, and it's that. You know what I'm saying? It's some of those medleys that we all remember from our grandparents' church. And if that's not your experience, then you get a chance to have this sound that you're going to be introduced to. Yeah. So it's good music, man.
Sound. I think with that said, there's a sound and there's an emotion that comes along with it. I'm sitting right here right now in my music studio. I have a camera sitting in my music studio. And one of the things that I've come to understand is that music notes
yes, sir.
actually make human beings emote.
Yes, sir.
It allows us to feel a certain way. And I think that, oftentimes, like I said, I've seen a song save a soul.
Yes, sir.
Those, not only are those sounds reminiscent of something else, but they also make you feel a certain kind of way. What is the overall emotion that you hope to convey?
The overall emotion, I'm going to have to tell it this way. I want people to exhale. The overall emotion is release. The overall emotion is that I'm okay.
Okay.
And so sometimes it comes through joy, but sometimes it comes from accepting that I'm seeing my reality. I'm seeing my marriage. I'm seeing my childhood. I'm seeing me as a father.
Right.
On that stage. And that is pricking some part of me. And so I don't think that there's one emotion. I think it is whatever that individual came to. I mean, you go to any concert, everyone's going to feel something different,
okay,
based on where they are and what they've been through. So I would say it's open to whatever the individual, whatever is going to lead them to that greater level of healing and acceptance.
Got you.
Yeah, and I'd like to add, Joe, that when I first started the play as spoken word, and there was no music. And so imagine dealing with the depth of issues I'm dealing with, and people couldn't breathe past it. I'm just going from scene to scene to scene, and folks are like, hey. So that's why we incorporate the music. The music is the place where, rather than implode or explode, you can release, and you can see yourself, and you can tap your feet, and you can say, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. The music is the anesthesia for this very powerful story.